First guest needs no introduction, but I'll take the opportunity to brag on him anyway. Nate Berkus is a name you know, a brand you've shopped, and a familiar face that we've all watched for years. Ever since that first appearance on the Oprah Winfrey Show back in 2002, he has become one of the world's most recognizable interior designers. He has a home collection at Target. I've blown my budget many times on that. A fabric line at Joann craft stores, and 2 New York Times best-selling books. There was a Nate Berkus Show here on KSL, and now a TLC production titled Nate and Jeremiah by Design, which was just picked up for a 2nd season. Today we get to tap into his expertise and style with a focus on the most used room in any home, the kitchen. And here's the root question guiding our conversation: how can you design a space that you will love for years to come? In other words, what elements make up a forever kitchen? I am so thrilled to welcome Nate Berkus here to Studio 5. We are fanning out. We are totally fanning out.
You're really good at this.
What?
I think you found the exact right job for you.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sitting here with you and I'm like super comfortable. Thank you for that lovely introduction.
Well, that means so much.
And thank you for blowing your budget on my stuff.
My husband doesn't feel so happy about it, but I'm thrilled.
What's his
totally
name?
Mark.
Mark, I'm sorry. Mark,
apologies,
from
Mark.
me to you, I apologize for all of the picture frames you don't need. How's
He'll
that?
appreciate that. I do want to ask you, before we get into this topic of Forever Kitchen and tap into your expertise there, I understand you are hosting Friends and Family for Thanksgiving in your new home.
Yes,
this
we
year.
are. We are.
Is there pressure when you are the designer and host telling us what to do with our homes when you're the actual one hosting?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't succumb to that pressure. So I can't make myself an egg. I really I'm the worst person in the kitchen. To laugh, my family asked me to try and follow a recipe, and I am the guy that has to ask 20 questions, like what's a cup, what's a this, what's a that, and you'd think that I'd be smarter than that and capable of making myself like grilled cheese or my 2.5-year-old daughter.
Tell me you can
but I'm not.
mac and cheese. Mac and cheese.
No, because you have to mix all that stuff in it, and then there's powder, and it has carcinogens, and there's scandals. You have to read up on everything. Mac and cheese is not as easy as it sounds.
Okay, fine. Oh, that's a complicated question.
But what I can do is I can set a mean table and I can clean. So basically, those are my 2 jobs. I lay out everything. I really love decorating the table. No surprise, I'm sure. What may be surprising is that I follow everybody around with countertop cleaner and a rag. So I'm a Virgo, double Virgo.
Yes.
Basically, all I am interested in is eating and cleaning.
Well, and organizing.
And I'm good at both.
And organizing, because we have a
Yes.
picture of your linen closet, and my friend, it is labeled. Your linen closet is labeled.
So here's the problem. When I look at that, I actually think I should have waited until I posted that on Instagram, because it doesn't quite look like I wanted to.
Oh my goodness.
So I might need some psychiatric help, actually.
We do have some therapists.
Do you have anybody locally
that
I can see before I have to leave Salt Lake?
I can hook you up. Dr. Matt Townsend, I think, could help you out.
Amazing. I can't wait to meet him.
No, that's the linen closet dreams are made of. Let's jump into the kitchen, though. It's the heart of the home.
Yeah.
And trends come and go. Nate, I think a lot of people feel like, gosh, I'd love to keep up with those trends, but I just can't afford to. Where should we start when it comes to designing that forever kitchen that will last?
So here's the thing. I don't believe in trends as a designer, and I've been doing this now for over 21 years. And the reason that I don't believe in trends in design, in particular in kitchen renovations, is that I think trends are designed to make us feel bad about what we didn't do last year. So when you see the color of the season, or when you walk into the mall and you see the shop, and every shop is showing Kelly Green, and you see Kelly Green in every shelter magazine and on TV shows like mine and all the other design shows that are out there, and you don't like green, I hear from so many people who say, but I feel badly that I don't like this, that I'm not, I'm not current with the trends in my home. Our home should tell the story of who we are, and the way we do that is through the things that we choose to allow into our home. So my advice to everybody, in particular in the kitchen, is before you hire a contractor, or before you pick up a paintbrush, or before you go and order a beautiful set of appliances, you need to take the time to get to know yourself and your design personality first. My rule of thumb is basically, if it's been around since 1920, or if it looks like it could have been around since 1920, it's fair game.
Okay.
So don't go with the trend. Don't go with the countertop that lights up with your mood that exists. I saw it at a kitchen show.
Oh boy.
I was like, why would I want to lean against a countertop that turned green? Like what's going, or purple? Like what's going, craziness.
What makes a good foundation then?
So a good foundation are tried and true materials. Shaker style painted cabinets, flat panel cabinets, wood cabinetry, natural stone, or technological improvement on that is quartz. Classic materials like subway tile. It doesn't have to be white. You can, mix that up. But the most important thing, and I say this as artistic advisor to LG Studio, is buy the best appliances that you can afford. Because I have spent the greater part of 21 years holding someone's hand and watching them pick out that backsplash tile and like sweat and give me their credit card. But the truth is that if you skimp on the appliances to do more with the decor, you're going to end up miserable, because when everybody rings your doorbell and it's time to entertain and give somebody dinner and your oven doesn't work, it doesn't matter how pretty your backsplash tile is.
Good point. We're looking at pictures of a gorgeous kitchen that you just designed. And with that comes those character pieces. You're big on a home telling a story.
For sure.
How can we give the kitchen character without making it feel more cluttered?
So every horizontal surface in your home is an opportunity to express your personality. That means the mantle, the side table, the nightstand, the sideboard, the entry table, and your kitchen counters. And people think that kitchen counters need to be purely utilitarian, because we all approach designing our kitchen and accessorizing our kitchen counters by how much stuff we need and how much stuff we have to have out. I have no issue with a toaster being on the counter. I have no issue with your mixing spoons and your spatulas being on a counter.
Even as a double Virgo. Even as a double Virgo,
but why can't they be in something beautiful? You could buy a beautiful carved wood vase from a flea market, an antique small, a yard sale, and all of the utensils could go in that next to your stove. Why can't you have a framed photo in a beautiful picture frame of the last amazing vacation you and your family took, or a picture of your kids as babies, or in our case, still as babies.
Yes.
But it's fascinating to me that people make the mistake that everything in the kitchen has to be so utilitarian. A woven basket on your island with a beautiful bowl and a small vase with flowers in it changes the entire way you feel when you walk into that room. And we all know it's the room that we spend 90% of our time in.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, you say you don't have to blow your budget unless it's the Nate Berkus collection, but you can shop your home.
I tried to make that budget friendly.
I know you did. It was great. You can shop your home and find pieces to weave in.
For sure. The greatest part about design is that there's not one right way to do a space. And shopping your home is the easiest way to breathe new life and fresh air into your rooms. So for instance, those nightstands that you've lived with next to your bed, could you do a fabric covered one? Could you throw fabric over one and take the other one and use it as a side table in the family room? Could you take your dining room sideboard and use that as the entry table with a beautiful mirror and a pair of lamps on it? Look at what you have. Look at the accessories that have been sitting on your mantle for 50 years, those things that have been in your bookshelves since the day you moved in, and start cleaning and organizing and then redistributing those pieces to different rooms in the house.
This is why we love you. Let us count the ways. Thank you so
fun.
much. What a pleasure. Great advice from the man we've turned to for so many years. Wonderful to have you. Thank you
very much.